Most gardeners believe July is the beginning of the end, that the planting window has slammed shut, and now all that's left to do is water and wait. And come October, when their beds are bare and tired, they'll quietly wish they'd known better. Here's the real kicker. July is one of the most powerful planting months of the entire year, if you know what to put in the ground right now. Plant these 7 vegetables this week, and while everyone else's garden is finished, yours will still be feeding you deep into fall. Some of them sweeter than anything you grew in spring. So stick around, because number 7 is the one almost nobody thinks to plant in July. And it may just be the most rewarding fall crop of them all. Let's dig in. Here's the simple secret behind every plant on this list. Find your area's first expected frost date, then count backward by the crop's days to maturity, the number right there on your seed packet. If there's still time before frost, you can plant it now. That one habit, counting backward from frost, turns July from a dead end into a second spring. Now let's meet the 7. Bush beans are more than a summer side dish, they're the fastest reward in the July garden. In their roots live rhizobium bacteria, which pull nitrogen straight out of the air and lock it into your soil, so beans literally fertilize the bed for you while they grow. And here's what's even better. Most bush varieties mature in just 50 to 55 days, meaning a July sowing puts fresh beans on your table by early September, no trellis required. Direct sow them 1 inch deep, keep the soil evenly moist for the first week, and they'll do the rest. But our next crop is one most people are terrified to plant this late, and they're wrong to be. Zucchini in July isn't a mistake, it's a strategy. The reason is the squash vine borer. That destructive moth lays its eggs in early summer, so a July planting sprouts after the borer's egg-laying window has already closed, dodging the pest that kills most spring squash. But the timing advantage doesn't stop there. Squash matures in about 45 to 55 days, so a fresh July plant will outproduce your tired, mildew-covered spring vines all the way to frost. Give it full sun and room to sprawl. Now, from a fast producer to a crop that actually gets better the longer the season cools. Cucumbers aren't a one-and-done spring crop, they're built for a second act. As warm season vines, they thrive on July's soil temperatures above 70 degrees, which triggers fast germination and vigorous growth your cool spring soil never gave them. And here's the part most gardeners miss. A fresh July sowing sidesteps the powdery mildew and cucumber beetles that have already worn down your first planting, giving you clean, crisp fruit into September. A simple trellis keeps them off the ground and disease-free. But our next 3 vegetables share a secret weapon. They don't just survive the cold, they use it. A July-planted carrot isn't just a carrot, it's a candy bar waiting for the first frost. When temperatures drop, the root converts its stored starches into sugars as a natural antifreeze, which is exactly why fall carrots taste dramatically sweeter than any you pulled in summer. But that's not all this timing gives you. Fall's cooler, steadier soil means fewer of the forked, hairy roots that hot summer planting produces. You get straighter, cleaner carrots too. Sow the tiny seeds shallow and keep the surface damp until they sprout. Now, a root that gives you 2 harvests in one. Beets are more than a root, they're the most generous 2-for-1 crop you can plant in July. Their deep color comes from betalains, antioxidant pigments packed into both the root below and the leafy greens above, so you're harvesting nutritious salad greens weeks before the roots are even ready. And like carrots, beets sweeten in the cooling fall soil, but here's what's even better. They're remarkably frost-tolerant, so they'll sit happily in the ground until you're ready for them. Thin the seedlings to give each root room to swell. Now, a leafy green so tough it laughs at the first snow. Kale planted in July is a completely different vegetable than the tough, bitter stuff you may have written off. Kale is rich in glucosinolates, the compounds behind its earthy bite, and when frost hits, the plant floods its leaves with sugar to protect itself, mellowing that bitterness into something genuinely sweet and tender. But the real gift is longevity. Kale is one of the hardiest greens there is, shrugging off hard frosts that flatten everything around it, so it keeps feeding you long after the garden looks asleep. Space the plants generously and pick the outer leaves first so it keeps producing. And now the one you'll regret skipping the most. Broccoli, the crop everyone insists is a spring vegetable, and that belief is exactly why so few gardeners get it right. Because broccoli was practically made for a July planting. Broccoli is a cool season brassica that forms its tight, delicious heads in falling temperatures, not rising ones. A spring crop races the heat and bolts into bitter yellow flowers. But a July start lets the heads mature in the gentle cool of autumn, exactly when the plant wants to. And here's the number that makes it worth it. A single, well-timed broccoli plant produces one large central head plus a steady stream of side shoots for weeks afterward, often yielding for a month or more from one planting. That's a fall harvest when almost every other garden on your street has gone quiet. Start it now, give it rich soil and consistent water, and you'll be cutting fresh broccoli when your neighbors are raking leaves. Quietly, that may be the most satisfying harvest of your whole year. So there they are, bush beans, zucchini, cucumbers, carrots, beets, kale, and broccoli. 7 vegetables that turn the month everyone gives up on into the foundation of your best fall harvest. You don't need all 7. Pick 1 or 2 that excite you, get them in the ground this week, and let the cooling season work its quiet magic. If you want to keep that harvest going even longer, I've put together a video on the vegetables you can plant in August for a harvest right up to the holidays. It's the natural next step, and it's right there on the screen. If this saved your summer garden, give it a like so more gardeners find it in time, and subscribe with the bell so you never miss a seasonal planting guide. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 are you planting first this July? Tell me in the comments. I'm rooting for your fall garden. Until next time, stay positive and happy gardening.